We have Larry Gal in the building, the one and only superhuman, the Sanyan aesthetic.
Thank you. Jimmy's giving me too much credit right now.
The fans have actually responded. A lot of them were in the comments like, yeah.
Oh, on the YouTube video that we did? Okay. I saw that. That was a great video, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It panned out exactly how I envisioned it.
A lot of people recognized you, bro. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys, man.
So, yeah, I wanted to have you back. And this time on a little podcast. Right, the Down Bad show. Now, granted, I don't think you're down bad right now.
I was down bad.
I did see some pictures.
Anymore. Yeah,
I did see some pictures.
Oh, which ones have you seen? Some are pretty bad.
The transformation one where you had the buzz cut.
Oh my gosh,
and you were like this.
Yeah.
How old were you in that picture?
Damn, I was like
15.
Yeah, I was either in 8th grade or like my freshman year of high school.
Oh,
when I took that photo.
Oh.
And you know what's funny about that photo? I took that photo after I worked out, thinking I looked. No, I'm serious, bro. I was all sweaty. I was like, damn, I kind of look good. And then in hindsight, now I'm like, damn, what was I doing, man?
No. I mean, you know, for 8th grade, you know, not too shabby. But when do you think, like, it changed for you, right? At what point did you start going all in on lifting?
So I say I went all into lifting when I was like either freshman or sophomore year of college.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a 3-year relationship
in high school.
Well, we started dating my senior year of high school, and then I think sophomore year, like shit went south. And so that's when I like I was already lifting prior to that, but I didn't take it as seriously as I did.
Right.
You know, after
we
ended things. Yeah, you know, like the stereotypical like get your heart broken and then
right. And now
it's anime villain arc now.
Yeah, character development.
Yeah. So like my first introduction to like the gym was actually through basketball. Like I played basketball my whole life.
Yeah.
When I was I started when I was 8, and like I was just super skinny because of that. You know, obviously you don't want to get pushed around.
Right.
You know, these bigger athletes.
You don't want to get boxed out.
Exactly.
You're getting boxed out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so like we would do a bunch of like bench press, squats, shoulder presses just to get like a foundation of strength. But we would only do that at like for a month or 2 at most, just because like, you know, we're in season and you don't want to be lifting weights when you're like, you know, that's not a priority at that point. So that was like my first introduction to the gym. And then after high school, I was like, you know, I was faced with the decision of, do I want to continue basketball or do I want to, you know, just focus on my
you were kind of always been like an athlete.
Yeah. I was always active, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, then I got into college and I was like, the skill level from high school basketball to like college basketball was like,
did you go to D1
exponential
school? Did you go to a basketball school?
It was a D1 school for basketball, but I didn't get any offers. Like I got offers from like smaller schools.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, because growing up I wanted to be like, you know, the next Jeremy Lin, like because I was Asian and I was super passionate about basketball. Like, dude, basketball was like my life.
Okay.
I used to practice, and then after practice I would practice more on my own.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was a pretty hard decision for me to make going to college.
Yeah.
But ultimately I decided like basketball wasn't for me anymore.
Yeah.
And then that's when I took the gym a little bit more seriously. Got my heart broken, and then
okay. So
then it was just like I was like laser focused.
Right. So I don't know if this is too personal, but can you talk about the heartbreak a little bit? Or was it?
Well, it was just like you know, we were like a high school couple. And
did you guys do long distance?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and then but that wasn't like the issue.
Who broke up with who?
She broke up with me.
Oh.
Yeah, for stupid reasons, to be honest. And then so yeah, that really like broke me.
Okay.
And so that's when I took the gym super seriously after that. I'm glad that happened, because I don't think I'd be in the position I am now had that not happened.
Right. So I feel like a lot of times,
you know high school love, like,
well, actually I don't know high school love. I know high school.
But you've heard of like, you know, the high school, like when you're high school, like everything is so like happy and cheery, and like, you know, you make these plans to do like
to spend the future together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're in high school, you don't know any better. That was like my first relationship too. So like, you know, I was just like, yeah.
Here's the thing. I feel like a lot of times, like me too, right? I started working out around college, and I think, Yeah, it's usually the girls that it does spark the initial motivation sometimes.
It does, man.
You know, and you know, sometimes when you're like in the gym, right, you have to be motivated by certain things. The pre-workout only gets you so far.
Exactly.
Right, but then you have these emotional, you know, pain points to draw from. It just it really motivates you, bro.
And dude, that was the thing that drove me for like an insane amount of time too. Like, bro, like for a whole year, that was like motivating me. Because when it first happened, I actually stopped going to the gym because I was so like heartbroken and just hurt. Like I stopped going to the gym. I stopped going to classes.
Damn.
And like I always go to class, bro. If you knew me, I was on top of it. You know. After like I started healing from that, that's when I was like, I was like, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? And then I started hitting the gym. And then I would go at like...
Were you putting on like a lot of mass at this point? What like?
Yeah, I was, man. Because like
what were you thinking about like during the workouts?
I was just thinking about like
damn,
why
I'm
she
trying
did
to
this
stunt
to me.
on this.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm gonna look so hot in the future. so like when she like looks back, she'll be like, damn, that was a mistake. You know?
And dude, I'm gonna be the biggest regret of her life.
And I remember sitting in class, like learning about like anatomy or whatever the fuck we were learning, but I was just like thinking like, dude, the gym, I'm gonna kill that shit. Like I'm gonna be deadlifting this amount and like I was just like solely focused on like just bettering myself like in the gym.
That focus is just so like strong.
It was so damn strong, man. Yeah, and I think I carried that to this day actually. Like obviously I don't think about it anymore, but I think through that like I learned how to like really grind in the gym. And just like not even in the gym but like my other endeavors as well. You know?
A lot of time thoughts is actually what can carry you to like do that extra set.
Dude, I didn't even need pre-workout at the time. No. And I was just thinking about it. I was like, oh, I'm hyped now.
Yeah. And like, huh?
I was fighting demons, bro.
You had a hoodie on, the Juice WRLD?
No, I
Are you okay with talking about what was it that
I cried about?
That you cried about
in my first relationship?
In your previous,
Well, I mean, I remember like she broke up with me because for whatever reasons that she wanted to break up. It was like looking back now in hindsight, it was pretty stupid. It was just like like girls are young, they want to have fun, they want to experience life. Yeah. And so I remember crying and like begging for her back, and that's like, man, I shouldn't have done that, but like I was just so invested in that relationship that like I was like I was begging her, I was crying, I was like I was a mess, man. And I feel like that just drives them away more.
Yeah. Okay. I can see how.
Dude, imagine they broke up with you and you're just like, okay, cool. Like they were probably like rethink their decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, what? Exactly.
No, that actually get him coming back.
No, exactly. Yeah. But I didn't know any of like this back then. So it's like if a person doesn't want you in their life, why would you go out of your way to like beg for them to stay? Yeah. So I learned my lesson through that. Like I would never, if someone wants to walk out of my life, then
go.
Yeah, let them be. Yeah, exactly.
Pack your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
If you actually still want to be with this person, I'd say leave the doors open. Does that make sense? Like, you don't need to come back, but it's like, if you do, you could. If you still do have like so much attachment for this person, right?
Right.
So it's like that also allows them to reevaluate their decision and be like, oh, maybe it was a bad decision on my end.
Right.
But that's the only space you could give a girl for them to eventually.
Right. Yeah, man. That was like the most I ever cried, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, like I would cry, like like just alone. Yeah. I feel like guys do that a lot. They don't show anyone that they're vulnerable, and they just cry when they're alone. Yeah.
How did your confidence change? Like from before, because I'm sure when the heartbreak happened, you were like you felt defeated.
No, super defeated, man.
And then how long till after? You started putting on pounds, started getting muscle. Did you feel like your confidence really grew during that?
Oh, I would say definitely grew. I mean, there wasn't like a set point where I'm like this, like, I'm confident now, is just like, it was just, going through the process of going to the gym.
Yeah.
And, trying to better myself.
Right.
That's when, like, my confidence grew. It wasn't like an overnight thing. It was like gradual growth of confidence.
Do you think that translated with girls or not?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people think that.
Did you start getting like new looks? Now
I would say so. I think a lot of people have the misconception that, going to the gym and, having a nice physique and, putting on some muscle is going to, get attention from girls. In reality, like, that's far from the truth.
Okay.
Right? Because I think lifting does, like, get more attention from girls, but not in the way that you think. Right. It's because that you're going to the gym, and because of that you're gaining confidence.
Right. In yourself.
Because of that confidence, that's why girls are more attracted to you. Not because, you look better or you have a nicer physique. Obviously that's gonna get your foot in the door, but that's not gonna ultimately, like, get girls to stay.
Yes. And it depends on what kind of girls too.
That's true. That is true.
There are a lot of girls who do like that physique. But then, you go to, like, Williamsburg or, like, that's a spot in New York where a lot of hippies or hippies or hipsters, my bad. You like, obviously the hipster girl's not going to look at you like, oh my God, but it all depends on what kind of girls you're kind of catering toward. You go to a club in K-Town, maybe they're like, oh, word with that physique, they trying to fuck at night. But, yeah, it depends on what kind of girls you're into.
In the same manner too, it's like, you have to remember that the guys are more visual than girls are.
Yeah.
Like, guys will see a girl with, like, an hourglass figure and, like, a fat ass.
Yeah.
And they'll, like, fall in love. You know what I'm saying? And then whereas girls, they'll be more attracted to qualities like, confidence, competence.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's just psychologically, men and women are just so much different.
Right.
So I think that's why, like, lifting will help you a little bit. Yeah. But the confidence that you get from lifting is
far superior.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So how long were you single for, bro? Because at the end of the day, this is a dating.
Yeah. 3 years after that.
Really?
Yeah. I was just kind of focusing on myself, bettering myself, and I'm like, I didn't come across anyone that, like, fit everything that I looked for.
Oh, so you had, like, partner. So you had check boxes.
Yeah, I had pretty high standards. Like, I'm like, if I'm putting so much effort into being the best version of myself, I should expect the same.
My partner
exactly. So, yeah, if they don't fit, some check boxes. Yeah. Like, all right. Out.
Did you look for girls at the gym?
No, I don't. I've never actually approached a girl at the gym.
Really?
Yeah, no. I just don't think that
girls like to be approached.
Yeah, at the gym. And I'm trying to be respectful too. Yeah. I don't think the gym is the best place to approach girls, to be honest. No? Because think about it, like, if it fails, you have to keep going to that gym seeing the same girl, and it's just mad awkward at that point.
You just change your workout schedule.
You just go at a different time.
Yeah, you go at a different time. Like, shit.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to have that happen, so I was like, you know what, let me just.
I think there's, like, subtle ways you could do it, right?
Like, how would you do it?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd be like, maybe I try to work in with her.
Okay.
She's using the same machine as me.
Okay.
Right? I make some small talk.
Yeah.
Right?
So you walk in, like, you don't even know what day you're doing. She doing legs. I guess I'm
doing legs today.
You don't even have, like, leg gear either. No one sleeves. It's just.
Here's my thing though, right? Is that there are a lot of so many fire girls at the gym.
There are.
And it's like, and the thing that gets me is, like, yoga pants. You know what I'm saying? Now they coming out with these yoga pants that got the crevice in the ass. I'm like, golly, bro. Like, they don't stop making it. I feel like I've never done it. I don't think I've ever done it successfully.
So how would you do it? Like the way you're telling me now, how you would, like, work in with them? Is that how you would do it?
Well, I just I make some small talk in between sets.
Okay.
It also depends on, like, if they're in a talkative mood, right? If they're, like, looking
if a girl
around,
with a hoodie and, like, some headphones you can't do that.
You
can't do that.
But maybe if she has a friend or two, maybe if she said hi to somebody,
right?
She's saying friendly. I'm like, oh, you come here often?
the most basic way to break the ice.
This is actually my first time at the gym.
I think if you go up to a girl and just start saying like, "Oh, you're so fine, you're so like," dude, no, you can't do that, man. Like,
Yeah.
Think of how many other guys do that.
But what if
You
she?
know, and
But
it's
what
like-
if she has some really nice glutes, bro?
I mean, I personally wouldn't
No,
approach it like that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Some girls will give you like signals. Like, you know how girls like will shoot their shot just by looking at you, and then you catch them looking, so that's them shooting their shot.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't do anything after that, it's like, okay, it's not.
Right. How would you do it if you were to?
At the gym?
Yeah, if you were to. 'Cause I think you made a video. You made like a TikTok on this, right?
Which one?
Is
Is it the one where it's like see a fine girl at the gym,
Yeah.
but like I don't approach her because I'm scared.
Right. It's like in your peripheral, like you spot them, but it's like I know you exist.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll even try to like get a machine right next to you, but I would never talk to you.
Yeah. I mean, how I would approach it is like I would just look for hints or signals to see if that she's interested in me, and then probably approach her. But I've still never done that. Girls actually have approached me at the gym though.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Well, I mean, maybe because the following, or maybe.
well, I don't even think they knew who I was. Like,
Oh.
this was like a couple weeks ago. There was
Okay.
this girl at the gym, and like I caught her like looking at me a
Yeah.
lot, and I was like, okay, like, you know, maybe she's just looking because people look around at the gym, and then I was like near the free weights area, and she was like near the treadmills, and the treadmill kind of like oversees the free weights area.
Yeah.
And so she just kind of like called for me.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, what's up?" And then she's like, "Oh, I saw you working out. Like you work out really good." Like, I was like, "Oh,
Girls aren't smooth
I was
either.
like, no, they're not smooth at all." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And then she was like, "What's your Instagram?" And I was like,
Out the gate? Like, oh.
no, dude, I didn't even give it to her because just out of respect for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not really comfortable with giving you my Instagram.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, okay."
I think at the gym there's a lot of like looking, like non-verbal communication.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For sure, all the time.
Like,
Like people
yeah.
you know at the gym.
like regulars.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
good shit, bro. Yeah,
exactly.
Keep it up.
Definitely a lot of nonverbal communication at the gym.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then it's like sometimes the validation from the guys be slapping more than the girls.
Oh yeah, for
You know?
sure. Like, dude, ever since I started working out, so many guys are like coming up to me and asking for advice. Like, "Oh, you look great, bro."
Yeah,
You
your
know,
aesthetic.
And
is
I thought,
like-
exactly. And I thought before I started lifting that I would get more attention from girls. Not because I wanted to, but
Right.
I just thought. You know,
Yeah.
because I was oblivious at the time.
right, but girls would never outright say it, but it's the guys.
Exactly,
that would
because
be
guys
like,
actually appreciate how much effort will go into looking like the way you look.
Yeah, it's not easy.
No, it's definitely not easy.
I think I saw somewhere on
Like, especially as a natural, to be like lean and like have like some bit of mass on you too. I think it's definitely really hard to do.
Yeah, you can't just go to the gym like 3-4 times a week and expect a
No,
body like this.
and you have to like have your diet on point.
Yeah.
You know, you have to sleep enough. You have to like, sacrifice like going out sometimes.
Yeah.
And like.
Because one night of like drinking could fuck up the entire
exactly.
week of
Yeah,
working
exactly.
out. Are you in your second relationship?
Yeah, second relationship. Yeah, I've only had one relationship prior to this.
Would you say when you are in a relationship, you're like you go all in and you do?
Oh,
simp?
I am. Yeah. Yeah. If I'm in a relationship, I will simp over her.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I've been doing Nofap. Have you heard of Nofap?
Yeah.
I've been doing that.
Oh.
So that's why I don't even.
Really?
Like, I think from a very young age, I had pretty good like self-control and discipline of like my like hormones. Yeah, and then I like got into like the whole Nofap thing.
Yeah. How long have you? What's your
Dude,
longest streak?
since like, it's still going.
Oh, it's ongoing.
Yeah, I'd say like since college, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like.
This ain't a video. This is a lifestyle.
Yeah, bro. Have you heard about the benefits of Nofap?
I
It's
mean,
like-
I have. I've tried it.
Yeah.
The
I've I would say like the first like month or two is like definitely the hardest. You're like fighting demons, bro.
the first
Yeah.
day is the hardest. bro.
Really? What?
You could get through a
Dude,
month.
what?
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. I haven't like the longest.
Since college, and that must have been like years.
Yeah, I think also what like made me start doing that was like, again, I was like consuming a lot of red pill content.
Yeah.
And all of the red pill, coaches and
Right.
people talk about like how you shouldn't do that because it's like
You don't want to give away your seed.
It's just kind of like a sad thing as a young man to do.
Right.
Like you get so much more satisfaction from like everyday activities if you stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously it's like instant gratification. So when you stop doing that, like you just get so much more joy out of like other things
in life. But don't you think that you could do both?
You definitely can, but I think I've just done it for so long and I have like pretty good self-control that I don't feel like I need to do that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, my longest streak was 30 days. I did that for a video. And I was like, and even that for me was just like.
So what are the results from that?
It was during that time of my first breakup.
Okay.
And I that's actually when I was able to do that one punch man transformation. Right. So it gave me like the energy to like run 30 miles a day.
Right.
Or 30 miles a week. Also, I was horny a lot. But I was fighting that, and then benefits, huh? I'm trying to recall.
He's like, there's no benefits at all.
Like I don't get a beat off.
Dude, honestly, see that's the thing. That's like an addiction.
Is that what it is?
Like like watching porn and like touching yourself. That's an addiction, man. Yeah. Like and at the same time, like if you keep doing that, I think when you finally talk to girls in real life scenarios, like you won't have that confidence.
Oh, that's not true.
Really?
I'm good. With
that's
that.
what I heard. Okay.
Yeah. Here's the thing, which is like I don't think it's one or the other. I think you could still beat your dick and like
really
like excel in life. But I don't think you won't excel to a certain degree where it requires a certain amount of focus, a certain amount of energy, but you could still do great in like your day to day.
Right.
But I think if you do need to like train for something like very extreme, and you require like a lot of focus, a lot of mental energy, a lot of like testosterone, whatever, then maybe Nofap is good. That's why like boxers don't even have sex like
oh
months.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like weeks, months in advance. Technically, even sex is kind of a sinful thing, or like it's a distraction from like what you're trying to accomplish. So if you want to delve into that philosophy, it's like Nofap sex is kind of, but obviously sex is just a way more higher value thing to do with someone, but it still takes away from like your like focus and mission in life.
Right.
If you really think about it. Yeah. That's why I think it's like it is finding a healthy balance between like going after your purpose, your mission,
and touching yourself,
and bro, and finding some good ass scenes to to go to sleep.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. But like, yo, hats off to you, bro. Hats off. That is something. You.
I really just took the red pill content and just ran with it. You did. I did. Everything they said, I was like, that's true. That they're right. I'm gonna do that. Yeah,
I don't blame you.
Yeah, because when you're in that like that vulnerable of a state, like, everything you kind of hear is kind of like true.
Yeah. No. Sometimes that's like the. You're dry almost, you know?
Exactly.
It took you under like a bad place,
and so I just kind of carried that,
yeah, even
to this day,
Yeah. Larry has inspired me to maybe go on a couple extra days of Nofap.
I'm glad. Dude, you should do it and see if like anything changes.
Yeah.
Like, I would say do it for a month again if you can, and see like if you feel any different after that month.
Yeah, but if my girl sends me a titty, like I'm beating her. Like
come on, man. You gotta have more discipline than that, bro. Just one titty.
Like goddamn.
Yeah, fuck.
I drop everything. Yeah, no, you're right.
Because it is different from like guys to guys. Like some will like reap the benefits in like a week, and some like might take longer than that.
Wait. When did you feel like you started reaping?
I'd say like a month in.
Yeah.
A month in.
And now is it at
I don't know if it's like a placebo, but I felt so much more confident. And like I feel like my conversations with girls just flowed a lot better, and I definitely did find joy in a lot more things I would do in my daily life.
What would be some advice that you would give to somebody that's starting off? Or like, I'm sure people, I mean, I think this is kind of a common question, right? People come up to you all the time.
Yeah.
Asking you for advice.
Yeah.
But it's like, what has been the most common question?
Most common question is probably like, how did I get so, or they say strong,
Yeah.
but also look aesthetic at the same time.
Right.
And that's just like, I don't know, like I've always been fairly lean.
Yeah.
And I had trouble putting on mass. And I got into powerlifting like 2 years ago. So I'm kind of doing like power building right now, which is like a hybrid of powerlifting and bodybuilding. So it's like, I want to be strong, but at the same time, I want to also look good.
Yeah.
You know?
So you don't want to have a lot of mass on you.
No, definitely not.
Is it calisthenics? Because I had a homeboy that was like,
well, I don't do any calisthenics. You know, that's like, well, actually, I'm like dabbling into it. I'm doing like a muscle up now.
Oh, okay.
I just learned how to do one.
Yeah.
No, I definitely see myself doing power building for a while. Yeah.
So is it just are you just increasing your reps and sets, like week by week, month by month?
Well, I have a coach, so he manages that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But before
he's
the
a lot
coach.
more experienced than I am. Before a coach, I would just kind of progressive overload, where it's like every week I'll try to add like 2.5 pounds, or
2.5. It'd be that
2.5 or
small,
5, or yeah, exactly. Or I'll like just try to increase like the exercise by a rep or two. Yeah, but I think I was so focused on the gym at that time, like I was making a ton of progress
very quickly.
Yeah, it wasn't even like 2.5 or 5. It was like 10-15 pounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It goes back to the focus part, right?
Yeah, like if you really want something, like I think people will make it a priority.
Yeah. If someone wants to get big, I think they really do need to dedicate that amount of time to actually get like an insane level of transformation. Like you know, because it's like I've had like very steady growth of like, all right, getting bigger, getting fitter. But I didn't see like a drastic, Jimmy's like look like this now, until like I had a sprint of like, all right, I'm gonna dedicate like 2-3 hours a day to working out. Same thing happened to me two years ago during the pandemic. You know, I broke up with my first girlfriend, and at that time.
So you broke up with her?
Yeah, I broke up with her.
Okay.
But it was like, I mean, it was my first. Like, let's just say she did something that I wasn't a fan of, and then like, I had to do this.
Yeah, but regardless, like both parties will be upset.
Right? Yeah. It's like emotional. It's crying. It's heartbreaking, and now it's like that you need to move on to a new chapter in life. Right. How do I get better in this new chapter? Yeah. Right, and to utilize that. And I did this One Punch Man workout, and
I think I saw that.
Yeah,
went pretty viral. I think.
Yeah, it did a couple million on YouTube. But yeah, during that sprint, it was like I was running 5 to 6 miles a day. Yeah, and going and that's when I saw the insane transformation. I'm thinking it was like with that for you.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel like there's just some people with amazing genetics too, where it's like they don't even need to put the time that you and I put in, and they can look fantastic. I do agree that like you do have to be consistent and really like dedicate your time into the gym if you want to see like a substantial amount of growth. Yeah, so that means I feel like I made the most growth during that period of my life. Right.
What was your weight class before and after?
I think I was like 180
before.
Okay. And then I got all the way to like 200 pounds.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I was also like just kind of bulking at the time too.
Yeah. So you were like skinny bulking? Were you what kind of bulk were you doing?
Well, I was honestly kind of like dirty bulking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Because I had I've always had trouble like gaining weight. And so like I used to eat like super healthy, like clean, like a gallon of water a day, like just chicken and like tuna and like every healthy food you can imagine. I would be eating, but that's good and all, but that's not the correct way, like to build on muscle mass, especially if you have like a super high metabolism. Right. So that's when I started like eating a little bit dirtier because those have a lot more calories. And that's what helped me grow a lot more.
Okay.
But now I'm eating like super clean though, because my metabolism slowed down.
Right.
And-
You felt. I mean, you're
Yeah.
still
Well,
young.
yeah.
you know?
I mean, because I used to play basketball every day, and I think that's what made me have like a super fast metabolism.
Okay.
Yeah.
So during that time of like dirty bulk, how many hours were you putting in at the gym?
A day?
Yeah.
I'd say like 2 to 3 hours.
2-3 hours.
2 to 3 hours. Yeah. Long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my schedule was wake up in the morning, go to class, think about the gym.
Yeah.
Class is done. First thing I did was go to the gym after class. And then after the gym, I would then do my schoolwork. And
Okay.
then that was like my routine for like the longest time.
Damn.
Yeah. So it was just solely just grinding.
At the gym,
Yeah, in
school. Now what?
Yeah.
So
had like no social life in college.
really?
Yeah. Or like I did, but like
No frats, nothing
no,
like that.
no. I never did frats or anything like that. Yeah.
Like the Asian
Dude,
ones
honestly,
didn't come up
especially
to
with
you?
the hazing process, I think that's so stupid, man.
You know, I think they
like,
should
they're-
do like
they're-
positive hazing.
Dude, they're basically exactly. They're basically making you their bitch. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
you'll never see me do that.
No.
definitely
Like I'm coming in and I'm running shit from day one.
Dude, it's so stupid. Like I hear from my friends all the time about their like experiences with that, and I'm just like, I would never.
Yeah, you
I
can't
would
be
never.
somebody's
Exactly,
lapdog if you
dude.
want to be king, bro.
Never.
Now we're gonna do a segment where
Okay.
we're gonna make you take the down bad quiz.
Okay. What does this consist of?
So the down bad test. All right.
All right.
All right. We're gonna go down. Have you ever double or triple texted? Have you ever
Yeah,
triple texted?
Of
You-
course.
You have.
Oh, is this like in a relationship or?
Just in general.
Yes, I have. I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in relation to
I had no
to
game,
women.
bro. I had no game.
Damn.
Back in the day.
Are you a DMs guy or are you an in person? Like, let me
I'd say definitely in person.
in person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's hard to show personality through the DMs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'd say definitely more of an in person.
At the club, what would you go to? Let me buy you a drink.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. And then once we get the drink, that's when I'll start like
Okay.
getting to know them a little bit better. Yeah.
Have you ever been friend zoned?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like every guy has been friend zoned before.
Yeah. What's the most recent one before the girlfriend? Because I feel like has it happened?
No, it hasn't happened. Not that I can remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're no longer down bad. Have you ever tried to get back together with an ex? I'm assuming yes.
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 Yes. I mean, yeah. I just.
Have you ever caught feelings for a Ray Bay?
Yeah. I have. Yeah. I have.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh.
And then it took me like a couple days a week to like.
To get it, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Damn,
realized.
I'm like, damn, it was. Yeah. Just put myself in a bad situation there.
Have you ever stalked anyone?
No.
Okay.
I don't stalk people.
Like Instagram stalk, Facebook stalk. You have. Everybody has.
Like, are you talking about like to see like the profile and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. I thought you were talking about like.
Like prior to a date, you looked them
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Of course.
I like to actually stalk them like right in front of them. I think that's
Really?
Kinda, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Oh, to see their reaction?
Yeah. I'm just like, all right, let's see what you've been up to.
Yeah.
You know, just so many ways
Right,
to
that's
go
a good
about
conversation starter, actually.
Yeah.
About it.
And then what else you could do? You could go with her profile. You go on your own profile and like your own pictures. You get some more likes, engagement. Bro,
This man ahead of his time.
DM yourself.
yeah. No, honestly, no, I think I did that night.
I did that before too.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
what?
up, cutie? And I reply next morning. I reply like day 30. She's like, I didn't say this.
Oh shit.
Have you ever lied about being a virgin? I have.
No, I haven't.
When did you lose it?
When I was 18.
18.
My first girlfriend.
Prom night?
Was it prom night?
Damn, that'd be kind of special if it was prom night.
No, it wasn't prom night.
Okay,
No,
okay.
it wasn't prom night. No.
Have you ever had used a DIY masturbation device?
No.
No.
I don't.
Have you ever had a pocket pussy?
No, I haven't.
Really?
No.
Oh, you gotta try that.
Really?
You gotta try it out. Those are fire, bro.
Alright, send me some links.
Yeah. Especially if you're doing long distance.
Yeah.
You know? No, OnlyFans. You never subscribe to a girl.
No, hell no.
Oh, yeah.
Hell no. I will never do that. That's just disrespectful to yourself, honestly. I feel like, man, like, I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah.
you're literally paying to see some girl like showing off her body. Like,
yeah, when it's like free on
that just
Pornhub.
sounds. I don't know. I feel so sorry for myself if I did that.
Especially since porn is free now. Have you ever spent over $100 on a girl with no return?
I honestly don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly don't think so. If I did spend like 100, I think it was reciprocated to me.
Yeah. Because now, like, you have the knowledge to like know that, like, okay.
Yeah, and back then I was too broke anyway to like get something that expensive.
Yeah. Do you think like the red pill stuff like taught you game?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's like more about like your presence.
Yeah.
With...
Yeah. Just like, you know how society is nowadays, you kind of have to like play the game.
And I think a lot of the red pill stuff it teaches you like, yo, don't overinvest.
Yeah,
early.
exactly.
Don't overinvest.
Otherwise they'll just kind of see you as someone who can provide.
Yeah.
And that's all they'll like want from you without them, you know, giving or doing anything in return.
How do you feel about the whole concept of like alpha males and like, you know, that whole...
That's funny that you mentioned that because
when people look at you like just face value, it's like, oh yeah, this guy's alpha as fuck, right?
Really? People think like that of me?
I don't know. I just feel like whenever you know somebody sees somebody like big and strong, they just assume.
That's funny that you say that because when my first relationship ended, I was consuming a lot of like that type of content on YouTube.
Oh, like red pill.
Yeah, exactly. And being in a relationship now, it's like it's difficult for me to
manage some of those
because I still
mindsets?
think about like what I learned from like the red pill type of content.
Yeah.
Whereas like you know you can't really be emotional in front of them. You can't really like cry in front of them.
Oh yeah.
You can't like do certain things.
You can't be vulnerable.
Exactly, because they'll see you as less,
as
even if it's like subconsciously.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
so I like it's difficult for me to kind of like
manage the two minds.
Yeah.
I think that's also kind of the goal for this channel too, is to strike a nice balance in between, like, because I'm not gonna lie, like some of the red pill stuff, it does make sense.
It does, but I think consuming too much of that is also hurtful at the same time,
especially for the relationship.
Yeah, I think red pill content is good for like men who are kind of going through, you know,
ruts.
Exactly. And so it's like content for them to kind of like
respect themselves a little bit more.
Yeah, and something that they can use as motivation.
Right.
But I think if you consume too much of that content, I think too much of anything is bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a fine line.
Yeah.
Where you draw, and I guess I'm still trying to figure that out too, because like the relationship I'm in now is still kind of fresh.
Yeah.
So
I saw this TikTok. I mean, have you know who Fresh and Fit is?
I think so. I think so.
They're the two guys that's
they
like
do podcasts, right?
Yeah. I think I saw this one where they're like, oh yeah, if you are a man, you cannot cry in front of your girl. Or else she will leave you. But here's the thing, like I think I've cried in front of my girl, and I like those are some like good moments.
Right.
Where she felt emotional too. And if anything, we felt closer.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not crying on her shoulder every single time I have a obstacle in my life. But when there are times where I felt like a little weak, like yo, I'm gonna shed a few tears. But then again, have you ever seen your dad cry?
One time, it made me cry, man. Yeah. That was the saddest thing I've ever seen.
So I feel like as you get older too, maybe you are just a little bit less prone to emotions. You know?
Maybe because I'm not a type of person to like cry much at all. But I remember like in my first relationship, like, you know, she see me cry, and I can't help but like think that a part of that relationship failing was because I was like showing too much emotion.
Oh.
You know, I could be wrong, but a part of me feels like that definitely played a role in that as well.
I mean,
so now it's like I don't know if I can ever cry in front of like my girl, you know, or just a girl in general. You know,
it depends on like what way it is. I think, right? If like
that's true, that is true.
If like things are really happening, like yo, like your brother died,
right? Like something super tragic happened,
right?
Then I could see why like that's acceptable.
Yeah, you can't have a girl be like, your brother died.
Yeah.
Get your weak ass out of here.
Then it's like, bro, she's not even. You don't even need her in your life if she's like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming. I think a lot of bro talk today.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Of course, dog.
A lot of bro talk. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel, guys.
To the Down Bad Show. Subscribe to Larry.
Helping a lot of young men out there.
Oh, absolutely.